Welcome to Caricomp Insider, where high-tech facial recognition meets real-world intelligence.
Picture this. You want to download a recipe app, a free one. Nothing racy, nothing restricted, just chicken dinners and grocery lists. Under a new Texas law, you might have to prove your age first, with a government ID or a face scan, before the App Store lets you in. That's not a hypothetical anymore. Texas passed a law called the App Store Accountability Act, and a federal appeals court just let it take effect while the legal fight plays out. So if you own a phone in Texas, or anywhere those rules spread, this is about the moment you tap download every app, not the mature ones, all of them. The question threaded through this whole story is simple. Who has to hand over their identity just to use their own phone? Let's start with what the law actually asks for. Texas doesn't just target apps meant for adults. According to the law's own text, a minor needs a parent's permission every single time they download any app. And again, for every in-app purchase. Kids, games, homework tools, weather apps, all of it runs through a consent gate. To make that gate work, the App Store has to know who's a minor and who isn't, which means everyone gets checked, including adults. That's the part that catches people off guard. To sort the kids from the grown-ups, the system has to subject every user to a check. Now, a federal district judge looked at this and hit the brakes. The judge read the law as a content-based restriction on speech. In plain terms, the government was burdening access to an entire medium, all apps, without narrowing it to the actual harm. That judge blocked the law. Then the Fifth Circuit stepped in. The appeals court lifted that block. It said Texas showed a strong chance of winning. So the law is live right now, while the deeper constitutional question stays unsettled. For lawyers, that's a live First Amendment fight over strict scrutiny. For the rest of us, it means the rules can change under your feet before any court says whether they're legal. Here's the shift most people miss. The check moves up a level. It used to be that each app decided whether to ask your age. Now, Apple and Google, the app stores themselves, become the gatekeepers for everything. One gate. For your whole phone. That's the difference between a lock on one door and a guard at the entrance to the building. And this isn't just a Texas story. Louisiana and Utah have passed similar laws. Policy trackers say 8 more states are lining up bills of their own. Whatever the courts decide here could set the pattern for the entire country. The laws do include one guardrail. They say the age data passed between apps and stores can only be used to verify age, nothing else. That's meant to stop your ID from becoming marketing fuel. But it still means your face or your license is now flowing through a system every time your family reaches for a new app. And that's the real story. This was never just child safety versus free speech. It's about who becomes the checkpoint for identity. Supporters call it parental empowerment. Parents get notice, parents get to say yes. And that's a fair goal. But the machinery to deliver it turns every household phone into a point of data collection. The debate sounds like it's about kids. The infrastructure it builds is about everyone. So here's the whole thing in plain words. Texas passed a law making app stores check your age before you download anything. A court blocked it, then an appeals court let it go ahead while they argue. To protect kids, the system ends up asking every adult to prove who they are too. Whether you're a privacy lawyer or someone who just wanted a recipe app, this decides how much of yourself you hand over to hold a phone. The full story's in the description if you want the deep dive.
Now you know something most people in this industry don't. Use it. And when you're ready to put it to work, Caracomp.com. We'll see you tomorrow.